Rocky's really turned the corner here, and it's fun to watch, especially after last year, grinding, coming back as a bullpen guy, and doing this, and now finding his footing and of being a a dominant starter. It's pretty cool.
He's going to have the opportunity to be big for us, and we all know it's a long season. He's just adjusting to the big leagues, and I'm just happy for him that he's feeling comfortable and he's getting better every single start. And
Obviously, after the postseason last year, he's been pretty confident when he's been going out there. It's just finding his success. That's what he's been doing this year.
NPB 時代に20歳で完全試合を達成し、令和の怪物と呼ばれた佐々木朗希投手。2025年にドジャース入りし、決して平坦ではなかった道のりを経て、今その成長ぶりが大きな話題になっています。ということで今回は、実際に同じロッカールームで過ごし、グラウンドで隣に立ち続けてきたドジャースの選手の言葉から佐々木投手の成長を見ていきます。ぜひ最後までお楽しみください。まずはベテラン一塁手フレディ・フリーマン選手です。
When you think about the way Roki pitched, defense tonight, and then of course anything in the way you did, how much of this feel just like a complete Dodgers win?
Yeah, that was. I mean, as an offense, the last couple of games we'd like to score more runs than we have, but sometimes it's a tough couple of days. Great pitching. Reed was great on the other side. Roki has been, he's been amazing for about a month now. Ever since that heater's got up to 100, splitters at 92, 93, it's special. He's got the confidence going. He's got the stuff. He just looks great out there. Bullpen was great and gave us a chance to, win the game at the end. And, hopefully we can score more than one run tomorrow.
How much more comfortable does he look than this time last year or even a year ago?
Yeah, I would love to, what click for him or whatever, or maybe it's just becoming more comfortable here. Now it just feels like every time we run out there, we're going to get a start like this. It's really cool as a team to feel like every guy that goes out there, you get a chance to throw up a game like this. And Rocky's really turned the corner here, and it's fun to watch, especially after last year, grinding, coming back as a bullpen guy, and doing this, and now finding his footing and of being a dominant starter. It's pretty cool.
Is the version of Roki that you're seeing now similar to kind of what
we heard?
Expected?
Yeah, I don't know if you can expect. It's hard to expect. Okay, like he's coming from a whole other country. He's got to figure this out, and it's not what I would say we expected, it's what we heard. And then when you feel comfortable and confident, then you can start to expect things. And when you keep putting back-to-back starts like he's been doing, that's when the expectations kind of come along with it, which is another avenue that he's got to deal with. So it's what we heard, and to see it coming to fruition here at the biggest of stages, I'm just happy for him, because it's a tough transition. I couldn't imagine myself going to another country and doing what these guys are doing. So I'm just happy for him.
Have you seen his demeanor change as he's gotten?
He's always been the same. Just a humble guy walking through here, always smiling. I'm just glad. I'm just happy for him that he's pitching well.
You've been surprised just how quickly it changed. I mean, it was just last start that he was dialing up 100.
Yeah, but you could see I think a couple starts even before that, you could start to see the fastball was ticking up. The splitters were going. It's almost like when he stopped throwing the 82, 83 mile an hour splitters. When he started throwing the harder one is when things started to change for him. So just like us as hitters, you got to find tweaks sometimes, and he found his tweak and he's taken off.
一皮むけたというフリーマン選手の一言には、ブルペン投手として苦労した2025年のポストシーズンから支配的な先発投手へと変わった佐々木投手への驚きが込められていました。続いては球団の中心選手ムーキー・ベッツ選手です。
Happening out there with Roki and his performance and everybody out there watching. What were your thoughts about that?
What are you talking about? I don't know what happened. What happened?
Roki Sasaki pitching today. Just just the fact that everyone obviously was very interested in seeing him, and some people said they have not seen that many people watch live hitting before.
Yeah, it's neat. That's what's going to happen when everybody wants this guy, so everybody's going to watch him. So it's to be expected.
Did you get a glimpse?
Yeah. So
what were your thoughts?
Practice. Who cares? If you shoved, it'd be a story. If you didn't shove, it's going to be a story, no matter what. So we'll see when we start in Tokyo. I mean, he's been great. He's been awesome. I mean, he obviously loves playing baseball. He's fitted right in with the guys, and I mean, I think he'll be a good player.
That Yamamoto start from Friday was, I mean, for me personally, it was the best start I've seen this year, and it was one of the most dominant starts I've seen just in my time watching baseball. Just had guys looking forward. A good game from Sasaki on Saturday. Just talk about just getting to experience and get a first-hand view of those two.
Yeah, you know, seeing Yoshi last year get all the money and whatnot, and seeing him come over, and he pitched pretty well last year as well. But you know, you didn't really know what exactly you were getting. We don't get to see these guys, you know, throughout the year, especially when they're over in Japan. And so you see this guy come over, and he's like, oh, he's pretty good, you know, but we'll see. And then now really to see him blossom the way he's blossoming is amazing. And so Roki, I would feel the same way. You know, he kind of struggled just like Yoshi from the beginning, and now each start he's getting better and better and better. And so I'm excited they're on our team.
来日の熱狂ぶりを間近で見ていたことから、山本投手と並べて語られるようになった今の評価まで、ベッツ選手の言葉には、少しずつチームの中で信頼を築いていった佐々木投手への率直な喜びがにじんでいました。続いては、ユニークなエピソードを持つミゲル・ロハス選手です。
One that you turned the page obviously was the positive with Roki's outing, but how you closed the game. You had quite some impersonations out there. How did this come about? Tell us everything.
Yeah, I feel ever since last year when I got the opportunity to pitch, I was trying to imitate kind of my teammates that I play behind a lot throughout the year. So I was just trying to have a little bit of fun, you know, in a night like this where we couldn't get it going at the play. And obviously, we had the game was close until the fifth. Like you say, Roki got a good outing, gave us the opportunity to be in the game. But I just feel like he's part of the game. You know, like we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna win some the same way. I just feel like at that point we're just trying to have a little bit of fun, even though the game was out of hand.
Roki said that he felt like your execution of his style of pitching was 100%. But what do you think was your best impersonation on the mound?
Let me tell you something. Roki is really uncomfortable to pitch like that. I don't know how he can bring the leg up like that, and I think it was a bad decision. I should have stayed with the Yamamoto and Lendon Knack combo. I think next time that I get opportunity to pitch, I'm gonna keep it with that. You know, Yamamoto's they couldn't figure out yesterday. I should have do more Yamamoto, less Roki. But I mean, it's a learning experience, and hopefully for the next time I just can pitch just one inning. I think that's a key. The key is just one inning and done.
Do you think you have to get feedback from Clayton Kershaw just on your writing version of his?
Yeah, hopefully when I see him again, I know he's gonna pitch soon. We're really excited about seeing him pitch here, but hopefully he got to see my performance, my couple pitches out of his windup. So yeah, it was a little bit of fun with everybody.
I know you guys are confident in what Roki can do, but how big do you think tonight was for him on a personal level to have the longest start of his career so far?
Yeah, going 5 innings, even though he said it, he said it was okay, it was so-so when he got back to the dugout. I feel like it's a working process, you know, it's his first year here. He's going to have the opportunity to be big for us, and we all know it's a long season. He's just adjusting to the big leagues, and I'm just happy for him that he's feeling comfortable and he's getting better every single start, and the wins are going to come for him and for us as well.
Did you ask Yoshinobu to borrow the glove?
Yeah, I did. Ever since last year, I got a couple innings last year too, but I could never find Yoshi at the time to get his glove, and I think that was one of the parts that I wanted to do, because I know how big it is in Japan, and I mean to create some news over there, I think it's fun.
2 years in a row, back-to-back World Series must be special for you.
Super special, yeah. I'm not gonna say that it's something that I take for granted. And you never know when it's gonna be your last time, and I got an opportunity to be in 2 World Series in a row now. I'm blessed, and I can't wait for this opportunity to play in the World Series again, and going forward to trying to win it.
All 3 years, you've been doing a lot of different roles: team leader, all the defense, batting. Tell me how you want to contribute
debut for the
Any ways possible. I think I'm gonna be ready when my name is called. As always, ever since I got to this organization, I got the chance to be an important piece. It doesn't matter in what capacity. And the good thing is I'm healthy and I'm ready to go. A little different than last year. Last year I didn't know how much longer my body was gonna hold. But at this time I'm healthy and I'm.
Mickey, how did you pick Roki Sasaki's song? It's become one of the more popular songs.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard. I feel like I showed it to him in spring training when we got there. The song was like kind of fresh and new, and it wasn't even a song. It was just like a meme or something like that. And then I played the little piece of the song every time he was working out in the weight room. And I mean, it's something just funny that happened, and I'm happy that he finally did it, and then his last start as a starter. And then when he came back to the big leagues, he was a reliever. He pitched in a couple of reliever roles, and now he's our closer. So I think it's gonna be fun to hear it 2 more times in LA at least after we win a couple games.
But the closer song is like an iconic song, so that's why all Dodger fans, like if they win, that's the song that they play on their way home, you know.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy that he got to pick that song, and he got a chance to kind of like vibe to it. And, I feel like everybody in the dugout, you can see it, and in Dodger Stadium the other day was amazing, so electric, like dancing on the bleachers in left center field, and I'm hoping everybody started to like dancing to that song when Roki comes to pitch.
And one more, have you taught him how to dance properly to that song? Does Roki know how to?
Yeah, we got bigger things to worry about right now, so I might start working with his dance move next year.
投球フォームのモノマネや登場曲をめぐる裏話、ミゲル・ロハス選手のコメントからは技術面だけでは見えてこないチームメイトとしての温かい距離感が伝わってきました。続いて大舞台での勝負強さで知られるキケ・ヘルナンデス選手です。
We saw Roki Sasaki close out the wild card. For him to close this one out in this atmosphere, what was it like just being behind him?
I mean, it was huge. I wasn't sure what to expect. He started warming up really late, and then we had that situation where the ball hit the umpire, and it kind of gave him a chance to get ready and come in the game. And he did what he did against Cincinnati. So it was fun to watch, and we're looking forward to the next game.
I mean, there's not enough I can say about that guy. We're talking about 2 weeks ago, we weren't sure if he was even going to be a part of it. And here he is, closing out games, throwing 3 shutout innings, 3 up and downs without allowing a runner. All the hype that he had coming into the season took a while, but it's real. Here he is. He's putting himself on the map, and Roki did his thing, but Tyler Glasnow tonight. And if it wasn't for his performance, we wouldn't be asking these questions right now. We would be asking different questions.
このチームにいられるかどうかすらわからない状態だったという率直な言葉は、2025年当時、佐々木投手がどれほど厳しい立場に置かれていたかを物語っていました。しかし、佐々木投手はポストシーズンの大舞台で、その言葉を見事に跳ね返したのです。ここからは、実際にマウンド上でバッテリーを組んできた2人の捕手の言葉です。2025年から佐々木投手とバッテリーを組んできた正捕手、ウィル・スミス選手のコメントをご覧ください。
He was throwing really hard. His fastball, his splitter was pretty good. I got some swing and miss on his slider. I thought it was good. Obviously had a couple of walks, but overall got out there, gave us 3 strong innings. Got us off to a good start tonight. I think the Cubs just did a good job, staying in the zone. He'll go back, he'll put in his work in his bullpen, be ready for his next start.
Did you see that he was nervous at all about this?
I think there's a lot of emotions, a little overwhelming at his debut. So yeah, maybe a little bit. He seemed pretty locked into me. Once the games came on, he was totally fine, I thought. So I think before maybe the first pitch a little bit, but I think he locked it in just fine.
What did that mound visit do there for the 3 walks in the third? Comes back and strikes out the next 2 to keep it out of the end. What do you think that did? Especially, what does that show you for a rookie in that kind of situation in this series?
Yeah, I think Mark led that meeting. Just told him to attack, be himself and attack, and credit to Doc leaving him in there. I think that's better, going forward for him.
Well, what did we learn about the team in these 2 games? Anything?
I mean, we're having a great time together. Seeing Tokyo, we're playing good baseball. It's gonna be a fun year. I don't know. He just wasn't really commanding the ball. Maybe jitters. Who knows what it was? But we got full faith in him. He's a super talented pitcher. He knows what he's doing. He's pitched on the biggest stages and stuff like that. So, back to the drawing board. Have a good bullpen this week, and I expect him, 5-6 days from now to come back out and be dominant.
Just with his performance, being a young pitcher, and when you kind of think about what you saw from Yoshinobu last year, and even just from you, kind of your experience going into the big leagues, do you feel like it takes time just to kind of get used to in the transition for a young player like him?
Yeah, for sure. Dodger Stadium's intimidating. It's there's 4 decks here. It's loud. It's fun. It takes a lot to be able to perform here. Again, we have full confidence in Roki. He'll settle in. He'll start pitching better. He'll start dominating the zone. And it'll be really good for us.
Well, Will, we got to see you catching some guys today. Roki Sasaki, how does the stuff look different this year, or what are you seeing from him right now, so early in camp?
Yeah, he looks good. He's throwing the ball hard. The fastball looks really good. His splitter looks really good. He's been working, on a little cutter, slider type thing. Just really trying to dial that in. Work on 2-seam as well. Something going the other way. He looks good.
When you look at just kind of how he ended last year, do you see a difference in individual confidence like the such going into this year?
Yeah, for sure. He's more confident. I feel like he knows, a little bit more of like what he needs to do on the mound. Just has a little better presence. So yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get your feet wet in the big leagues. You got to feel success at some point, and that's what he felt, in the postseason. So I'm expecting him to carry it over to this season.
Well, obviously there's been so much talk about Roki Sasaki, but with what we saw tonight, the 10 strikeouts, for you personally receiving the ball, what have you seen as just the biggest difference in him when it comes to how he's executing his pitches?
Yeah, he's executing. He's getting ahead of guys. He's putting guys away with 2 strikes. His pitches are kind of developing and getting better. He's been pitching really well for us right now, and that's just his hard work. His continued growth, and getting a little more confidence.
He's added, whether the pitch he added this offseason and kind of making an adjustment to the forkball / splitter. How are you seeing just the confidence develop within those and how quickly they come along?
Yeah, I feel like each bullpen, gets a little better. Obviously, each start you gain some momentum and some confidence, and goes out, competes, gets good starts, and it's been fun.
But has that harder splitter kind of opened up with the rest of his offseason?
I think you just can control it a little better, so it's in the zone a little more. It makes it a little bit harder for hitters to check off it. Yeah.
Well, in prior outings, especially early in the season, it would seem like Roki was a little timid against hitters. It came out in the 7th at a time where Dave Roberts said he'd like to push him and continue to attack hitters the way that we saw all game long. Have you noticed a change in that demeanor?
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, after the postseason last year, he's been pretty confident when he's been going out there. It's just finding his success. That's what he's been doing this year.
How big a difference does it make for have unlocked his fastball velocity these past 2 starts?
He's been throwing pretty hard all year, I feel like. I think his command's just a lot better. He's getting to the right sides of the plate, elevating at times, putting it down at times, just getting in good counts.
Well, you saw him obviously take his lumps earlier this year. Just from that standpoint, how happy are you to see him have the success he's had recently?
Yeah, it's great. He's in there every day working, trying to get better. You can see the care factor, the drive he's got. So it's good. It's good to see the benefits right now.
デビュー戦の緊張、制球の乱れ、そしてスプリングトレーニングで見せた自信の変化まで、ウィル・スミス選手のコメントからは、佐々木投手の1年目の苦しみと、そこから信頼を積み重ねていく過程が伝わってきましたね。続いては、2026年からバッテリーを組む機会が増えた、もう一人の捕手、ダルトン・ラッシング選手です。
Well, Dalton, first, you obviously got to work with Roki quite a bit during spring. When you look at just some of the adjustments that he made, putting back on track, how would you just describe the difference you saw him on the mound today compared to what we saw maybe during spring?
Yeah, I thought that was a quality start for Roki. It was a good turnaround coming off the spray. The emphasis was getting the zone early and fill up the zone as much as possible to start, and then from there you just kind of get some swing and miss and the good counts.
What do you see in the evolution of that cutter?
It's it's a newer pitch to him. It's a pitch we're still kind of trying to understand how we want to use it. I think he did a good job tonight of using it in the right spots. Obviously, we want one back on the right field line, but I thought he looked really good overall.
But this home court, is it for him to even just be around the zone? That's what most moves that don't put himself really this way.
Yeah. Establishing the fastball early, I think, is pretty important. Landing the splitter would change a lot for him if he can land the splitter when he needs to, and then just kind of let it go. When he does it, he's going to get more swing and miss. But like I said, I thought it was a quality start for him. It was a very big step forward coming off spring, and I'm excited to see what he has for us.
What was your approach of bringing out the best in Rookie today during the session?
Yeah, I kind of talked to him briefly walking in from the bullpen and told him it was just me and him, just kind of tunnel vision to an extent, and trust what you do. You're a really good pitcher for a long time in Japan for a reason. You've been a great pitcher for us last year down the stretch. And yeah, any little piece of confidence you can put into a guy like that, he's still fairly young, so he doesn't have, I don't have as much time. We both are very young, but any way that I can help him build confidence on the mound, I want to help him.
Yeah. First thing Roki said, first thing Dave Roberts said was how good you were today behind the plate. How rewarding was it to be that guy for Roki in the game that was his best in Major League Baseball?
Yeah, he looked really good today. Obviously, it's really good momentum for him to carry forward, but at the same time, there's opportunities still for him to get even better. We know that's not his ceiling. We know what he just did is obviously the best we've seen up to this point. But I trust that guy's got a lot more in the tank, and we continue to push him. It was fun to work with him today, though.
There was a lot of smiles and a lot of conversations after each one of those innings between you two. How are you keeping him going to be able to continue to attack?
I think for him it's just a confidence thing. He needs to trust his stuff, understand how good his stuff is, and execution kind of comes with confidence, I think, personally. I thought he was very confident today. He went in the zone when he needed to be, and he left the zone when he needed to. It was obviously fun to work with. It was obviously good for us as a team, and it's a big step forward moving into obviously a big series with San Diego, moving forward going back home.
Dalton, let's start with Roki. Just what he was able to do on the mound tonight, the composure that he had. How would you just describe how he was executing his pitches?
Yeah, he didn't give up a single run tonight, and yeah, giving up that one in the fifth, sixth, whatever inning it was, I try to forget about it. He was lights out. He was really good. It was about as quality as we've seen him this year. Against offense, it's pretty good. Obviously, they have a few guys out, but that's a good offense regardless. So that's a strong showing for Roki. It's a good bounce back, and looking forward to continuing getting better. And yeah, he gave us a chance to win the game tonight. Obviously, Muncie, big swing of the bat. It changed the game a little bit, and bullpen came in, did their job, and won the ballgame for it.
He talked about making a few adjustments that he believes can lead to just this continued success. Was there something that stood out to you, though, just whether it was him on the mound or even how he was executing?
I just go back to the conviction that he has. Like watching him compete on the mound, there was a little bit different of an animal out there tonight. You could see it. He was getting fired up in the second, third inning, and that's not something we've seen much out of Roki up to this point. But we know he needs that to succeed at this level. So yeah, it's a positive piece moving forward, and glad we had a great one out of him tonight. Looked forward to doing it again tomorrow.
What has been different about Roki these last three starts?
I think it all goes back to just throwing strike one. You get strike one, and obviously everybody kind of knows how good a splitter is. Gives you a little bit of leeway as far as execution. You just throw it around the zone, you get a lot of swings like we saw tonight. Yeah, I think if he continues to get strike one and obviously just has a good feel for the splitter, it allows him to go deeper in games, get more swing and miss, and like you said, he's looked really good as of late.
The swings and miss with the splitter have been way up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just strike one. It's easier to check off a splitter when you're 1-0, 2-0 in a count as a hitter. It's a little tougher when you're
0-1, 0-2, 1-2 pitcher leverage counts, and so yeah, I think the message to him is continue to get strike one and allow hitters to get themselves out after that.
So what do you make of Roki's sort of like mental fortitude, like the ups and downs of being a young player?
Yeah, it's a tough league. This is a league you have to have confidence in, and if you don't have confidence, it's hard to be successful. And yeah, I think that's all it was. He lacked a little bit of confidence early on, and as soon as he had that runway to kind of allow himself to be himself, we've seen the best out of him.
Did you see kind of change in that sixth inning?
As far as
Sasaki?
No, I don't think there was any change. I think they picked up on the plan a little bit, and they jumped on first pitch strikes. So in that world, like I just said, sometimes you got to flip the script a little bit. But yeah, as an offense, they did a good job kind of changing the game plan a little bit, and they jumped on 2 first pitch strikes and allowed them to score a run and obviously get another one in scoring position.
今は俺とお前だけだと声をかけたブルペンでのエピソードから野獣という言葉で表現した7月の圧巻の投球まで、ラッシング選手は若手同士だからこそ築けた距離の近さで佐々木投手の成長を後押ししてきました。さていかがでしたか。今回は実際に同じチームで過ごしてきた野手陣の言葉から佐々木朗希投手の成長を見てきました。佐々木投手の成長の裏側にはこうして毎日隣で支え続けてきたチームメイトたちの存在があります。選手たちがそれぞれの言葉で同じことを語っているというのは、それだけ佐々木投手の成長がチーム全体から愛され信頼されている証なのではないでしょうか。最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。